Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the maiden edition of Wisdom Bank. And on this show, all we do is to talk about lessons and principles from the book of Proverbs in the Bible. And in every one of these verses, we'll be unleashing and bringing out life lessons and also principles and methods that you and I can use to be a success, in life. And basically, of course, you know that the writer of Proverbs was Solomon, who was renowned to be the wisest man in his generation. All right, so today we'll be talking about divine friendships. Divine friendships. And I'd like to quickly point out to you that the book of Proverbs chapter 18 verses 24 mentions something very peculiar. I want us to read together. It says, it talks about a friend that sticks closer than a brother. There is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. There are people in your life that you need to have, and currently probably you have, that you know yourself that you cannot just separate from because they have brought much value to you, even much more than your blood siblings. All right, quickly, I want us to just look at this. Now, there are about 5 elements of divine friendships. Or, of course, let me just quickly let you know that divine friendships are friendships that have its roots in, it's like as if you guys were made, from heaven. You guys came, and all that happened is when you guys met, things changed around for you, both of you. And then you find yourself going along the path of greatness together. All right, so we'll be looking at the story. Before we go into the elements of divine friendship, I want us to discuss the story of 2 men in the Bible who were true friends. And I tell you, you and I would agree that this story has blown the minds of people world over. All right, the story of David and Jonathan is that which actually brings to our focus what divine friendships ought to be and how it really is. The Bible talks about in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 20, and in the start of verses chapter 18, talking about how Jonathan loved David from his heart. He loved them. The Bible recorded that it was a pure kind of love that David never expected. David himself was overwhelmed, but as time went on, they bonded together. All right, so what happened later? We discovered that even Jonathan himself had known or really knew that the throne might not come to him. Of course, you would agree with me that is to show that Jonathan had a selfless kind of love towards David. All right, so let's quickly consider 5 elements of divine friendships. I want you and I to go along with me as we look at this. Number 1 is unshakable trust. If you have a friend, there should, in between both of you, whether guys or ladies, there should be unshakable trust. That is to say, there is no iota of doubt at all in what he or she would do to you, or at your back, or rather in your front. All right, in the story of Jonathan and David, according to 1 Samuel chapter 20 verses 1, the Bible recorded that Jonathan expressed himself to David that, look, I've trusted you my life already. And of course, David also reciprocated this gesture several times, even after when he became king. The Bible recorded that because of Jonathan's sake, David sought out for someone from the lineage of Jonathan, of Saul, to favor him, and that was Mephibosheth. If you remember that story very well. All right, so unshakable trust is an element of divine friendship that you and I, should actually possess. All right. Secondly, is unconditional love. You should have the love existing between 2 persons who have divine friendships is that which is deeper than what every other person anybody can think about. Number 3, we look at uncompromising standpoints about each other. That is to say, there's no doubt of character. You know the other person. You know what he or she will stand for. You know what he or she would agree to, even if you were not there, or he or she wasn't there. Number 4 is unrelenting care. You just care for your friend. You look out for your friend. You look out for things that can better his life. And number 5 is unquenchable affection. Your friend would have so much affection towards anything you do and everything you intend to do in your life. All right, in a few seconds, I'll just share with you something very, very vital. Now, I'll ask a question. Do you have such divine friendships in your life? Have you really, met someone who you can boast of to enjoy this kind of friendship with. Now I want to say this, please, one thing you need to do to have this is to go to God in prayers. Until next time when we come to you on this program, God bless you and stay wise. Bye-bye.